Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jennifer Sullivan, and I am not a tech expert. So thanks for your patience. We are so excited that you are with us today for our fifth in our Brain Break series. We are featuring Lynn Lee today, and our hope is that over the next 30 minutes, you can just slow down a little bit and push your chair back and take a little bit of a break. You planners are givers, and we hope that you can turn everything off for a little bit and let us give to you. The world is crazy right now, and our hope is to just give you a little bit of positivity and some inspiration. So please sit back and relax and enjoy. Before I ask Lynn to join us, let me tell you a little bit about J. Sullivan Advisors. We are a boutique hospitality consultancy firm. We provide business solutions to hospitality owners and full service event planning to meeting professionals. We can help with everything from planning and implementation to pieces of the project, be it website design, registration, event concepting, theming, planning, or on-site staffing. Again, we are there to do whatever part of it you need us to do. And I think there are two things that make us different than other incentive houses or big meeting planning companies. First of all, like an independent planner, we are high touch, but we are also, and low overhead. However, we are a team. So if something were to happen to your lead planner, there are 5 of us standing behind her, giving you the assurance and peace of mind that somebody is always available to help with your program. The other thing that makes us different that I'm really excited about is the dynamic makeup of our team. And if I could ask the teammates to please turn on their cameras. We have seasoned and savvy meeting professionals with Jana Stern and Sharon Chapman. And we also have luxury hotel professionals with Michelle Babin, Joanne Peart, Kelly Stalmer, and myself. Together, we collaborate on all of our projects, bringing both of our perspectives, the planners and the hoteliers, together, making your event that much stronger. Collectively, we are strategists, we are relationship builders, and we are magic makers. We are all passionate about travel. We are passionate about building loyalty through events, and we are passionate about serving other people, be it your stakeholders or your attendees or you. So we would certainly love to put our passions to work for you and your team. So the next time you do need to supplement your team or need support for them, please consider calling J. Sullivan Advisors. We'd love to work with you. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce to you Lynn Lee. Many of you know Lynn. She was active in the planning world as a DMC partner, but she has followed her passion, which is so admirable, and is now a licensed Feng Shui practitioner. So, Lynn, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Jennifer. And I am just preparing my presentation for you all. And thank you again, Jennifer and the team. Really appreciate having the invitation to share my passion with you with Feng Shui, and hope to infuse a little bit of fun in your work week. We have about 30 minutes together, and I'll probably take about 15 minutes, and then hopefully we'll have some time for questions and answers. We'd love to hear from you all. What is Feng Shui? Hope you all have heard about it, but if not, Feng Shui is ancient Chinese art of placement. And it's a very practical approach to improving your life, whether it's increased wealth, better health, or even improved love life. You could all use that, right? Basically, it's a balance of wind and water. There are many schools of Feng Shui, and today we'll be focusing on the westernized form school principles, basically home decorating. So very simple, very easy. Introducing the Bagua Map. This is a tool we use today, and it looks like a tic-tac-toe box. And we use it to identify areas of our life that correlate to certain areas of the Bagua Map for your home, your office, maybe even your landscaping. Now hold the Bagua in your map, and hold the Bagua map in your hand. Sorry about that. And as you're standing at your front doorway of your home or office, the far left corner represents your wealth and prosperity, and the far right is your love and relationships, and et cetera, et cetera. You can also apply this to every room and individual office at your workspace. Typically, we see the entrance to a home will be in the bottom of this page in one of the three areas, the knowledge, career, or helpful people section. In some cases, it might be hard to determine how to set the map. When we have areas missing, we can always anchor these missing areas with a tree or a bench or maybe a rock or a figurine or a statue. And we can symbolically complete the area of the Bagua. So as it was to make the whole environment a square or rectangle. And now I'm going to go through each area and give you a few ideas on how to enhance the respective areas. And please focus 2 areas at a time. Don't focus on every area. Otherwise, you'll be probably a little overwhelmed, because hopefully you will see some shifts and feel some energy movement. And give it about 30 days, because it's a cycle of the moon, and it gives it time to really resonate within your intentions. If an area within this map is already working, and so focus on another area. Don't change anything that's going good for you, okay? And as a follow-up, Jennifer will send you out a document that will share a lot of the ideas I'm sharing with you. So you'll have that as a reference point, okay? So we'll start with the wealth and prosperity area. Wealth and prosperity is a far left corner of your environment, of your home, and whatnot. This is a great area if you want to improve your finances, increase cash flow. Take a look at it. If you see things that are not working for you, this might be an area that you might want to look into. And some of these things that you can do to enhance energy is place things in 3s. You want things in 3s that are more auspicious in Feng Shui. And succulent plants are fabulous, maybe in a red pot like I have here as a reference. Succulent plants that are rounded leaves are great representation of coins in Feng Shui, so it increases the energy. Wind chimes, bamboo, money trees are fabulous enhancements. And of course, the water fountain, probably the most dominating element that you can position in a wealth and prosperity area. Perhaps it could be in the far left corner of your yard, of your landscaping. It'd be a great thing to improve or to set aside. And colors are jewel tones. Just think prosperity, wealth, and jewel tones. You'll want to accent with those colors. Fame and reputation. Now this is somewhere if you want to have more recognition at work or in the community, great area to look at and see what's there. Reds are the color for this area. I love this saying, and I have it in a little frame. I attract and connect with supported, like-minded people. That would be a lovely, something similar to that, or a motivational piece set in this area on the wall. Awards, certifications, maybe some furniture that's maybe red or dark colors would be great to put in this area. And if the fire element and sunshine is wonderful. And red, of course, red crystals are great. Love and relationships. We can all enhance and enrich our relationships. Things here you want in pairs, things in 2s. So maybe you can put 2 red hearts by your bed in that area, if that's where your love and relationship is, in your bedroom. Maybe 2 red candles, and make sure that those candles are lit. You always want in Feng Shui to have candles that are lit. So if this is an area that you want to enhance, light those candles every day or every night. Great area to put a picture of your spouse or your companion, boyfriend, girlfriend. Great area. And then the plants. Look at this beautiful plant. I'm going to say the word, but it's philadelphriums, or something like, I can't even say it. But that and anthos are great. They're heart-shaped leaves. Beautiful representations of love. And of course, maybe a set of cranes. Those represent longevity in relationships. So those are some things that you can enhance in that. A poem, maybe it's a beautiful letter from your special person. Many things you can do here. pinks, peaches, and reds are the colors. And children creativity, just down a little bit, middle section off to the right. This is great if you want to be more creative, or maybe you want to start a family, or maybe this is an area that you can establish a place for your artistic skills. Great pictures, or great place for pictures of kids or children. Great place to have a PlayStation. Maybe it's an area you can have as your artist area, painting or pottery or something fun like that. Those are the colors here that are great energy igniters, are pastels. And then we go to the center. This is all neutral colors, and it's a balance. It's the hub of the wheel of life. And this area hits every section of your life. So make sure this area is clean of clutter, beautifully and warm environment. Health and family. Greens are the colors here that ignite energy. And perhaps you want to give your health a boost, or maybe you want to overcome some illness, or maybe you just want to feel alive again. Great place to put a garden, maybe if that's appropriate, on that side of your landscaping or your area of your house. Maybe it's a fresh bowl of fresh fruit. And beautiful plants, flowering plants, maybe a meditation room or reading room would be great. Pictures of family. I like the picture that I put here. This woman looks like she feels alive and feeling good. And maybe it's a picture of you, maybe on a bike ride when you were in fit condition, mind, body and spirit. Maybe that's a picture that you want to go back to how you were back in that time. So, knowledge and self-cultivation. Perhaps you're learning a new skill, or maybe involved in a self-growth activity. Blues are the color here, and fabulous place for reading, a library, or again, meditation area. Perhaps you want to learn to cook. Maybe you can put some cookbooks in this area and read about the skill. Perhaps you want to learn to ski better, or improve your skiing skills, or something fun like that. Maybe a picture of that person, or maybe a picture like this in a frame in that area would be a beautiful enhancement. Career, dark blues and dark greens and black are the colors here. And a lot of times we see people entering through this area into their environment. So what a better way is to have a welcome mat in black or dark blue or green. And make sure that that mat is the width of your doorway. I see many times short, small doormats, and a lot of times I see limiting opportunities coming into their life. And then other times I see big ones that are over the size of the doorway, and they're overwhelmed. And so make sure that it's very proportionate. And a great place to put maybe on the wall, your goals or motivational photos or images. And so think about that. And then also the biggest thing here also as your wealth and prosperity is the water fountain. Very auspicious and very good fortune for that. And the last one is helpful people and travel. So this is where I say, dream big. Don't figure out, oh, I'm never gonna get there, or how can I get there? Just dream big and just put it out there. Print a beautiful picture of a place you want to go or place you want to be, and set that aside and look at it every day, because it probably will happen sooner than later. So I suggest you do that. And then if it's maybe in your office, it would be a great place to put pictures of your internal clients, your external clients, mentors, partners, people that help you in your life. That's a great area to give honor and support them and say thank you. So with that, we went through all the 9 areas, and those colors are white colors, are great enhancement. And so when you make changes to these areas of your environment, make sure you set it with intention and a prayer or something, whatever resonates and is meaningful for you. And don't do it just because heard about it. Lynn said to put 2 red hearts. I'm gonna find my man or my woman or whatever. So do it with true heartfelt intention. And I thought this was a fun one. Feng Shui your desk for success. This gives a good representations of your workspace and what you can do. I love the one on the far right. I think that's Keanu Reeves, and I wouldn't mind having him as my desk mate. So love this this version. And then always desk placement is it's best to have a clear view of the door so people can approach you, you can see them clearly. And then if you have something, I saw like Jana had a beautiful picture in the back of her picture, her desk, beautiful picture, maybe a picture of a mountain. I know Jennifer has a beautiful bookcase that supports her with her business. So think of those kind of things that will help you. I thought before I finish, I wanted to share a couple examples of frequently asked questions I get a lot. The most auspicious rooms in the house or your apartment or condo is a kitchen and your master bedroom. So if you're too overwhelmed with where to start with those two areas, and then within those areas, focus on just two areas of the Bagua Map. And then mirrors and televisions in the bedroom. Okay, if you sleep well and you have those, don't change anything. But if you do have sleeping issues, try covering the mirrors and the TVs every night before you go to sleep and just see what it's like in 30 days. Again, give that a good shot for 30 days. And then anything cracked mirrors or damaged light bulbs or things that are not working, make sure you replace those because that builds good feng shui. And then last but not least, vision boards or dream boards. Those are very important things that activity I love to do, and I think it might be a really good idea for with the kids at home. Let them create their own vision board and use the Bagua Map to set the images and the things that you want to put on your board in relation to wealth and prosperity, love and relationship, etc., etc. So with that, thank you so much for letting me share my passion, and thank you, Jennifer and team. It was a pleasure, and really thank you very much.
Thank you, Lynn. Thinking about all my spaces and trying to figure out where I need to get started. Maybe I will take your advice and start with the kitchen and the bedroom.
Awesome.
This has been my first introduction to this, and it's so intriguing. And I love hearing that you stepped out of the professional, business world that we're all in, right, because you tried it and it worked.
It worked.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, and I also actually, while I was with the DNC, I would use these practical principles in designing theme parties and events. So my clients always got added value for that.
That could be your.
Probably know about it, Jana and Sharon.
We do have questions pouring in, which is awesome. So let me start at the top here. We have one that says, if you have an accent wall in your living space, what color would you paint it for peace and harmony?
Peace and harmony. I don't, what position within the Bagua Map would it be? Just curious. Does she?
It says an accent wall in your living space.
Living space. I would need to see how it relates to the Bagua Map, because there's certain areas within the Bagua Map represent different colors. But I think it's whatever speaks to your heart too. And this is not a tried and true. These are things that you can do to enhance, but everybody is different as well. So I could certainly have a private conversation with that person to help identify truly which colors might be the best.
So when you say refer back to the Bagua Map, it's pick one of those areas of your life that you really want to focus on and bring intention, and then drive the color based
Correct.
On that.
Yep, the color is a true accent. Just because your kitchen is in the fame and reputation area doesn't mean that you paint your kitchen and you have red tile or anything. True thoughtful intentions, little accents, and it doesn't mean like that wall would have to be red. So it might just have a picture or some symbolic item that speaks fame and reputation to you, because it means something different to me than it does to you and to other people. So it's really how it resonates with you.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we have another question here. What if your office can't face the door? Is there a good way to feng shui your desk?
You know, that's a good question. And there's sometimes like beds are not in the most auspicious place too. So I think if you still take the Bagua Map and look at, you know, stand in your doorway into your office and just make sure that the areas in your life that you want to enhance, make sure those are supported by your intention. I wouldn't worry so much if your desk isn't in the right position. So that's just, if you have an opportunity to put your desk in that auspicious position, that's fabulous. If not, I wouldn't worry about it, and just make sure the areas that you really want to improve are focused on.
Can you clarify what you mean by auspicious position?
Good fortune. Think of
Okay.
good fortune. Yeah, good fortune.
Okay.
Lucky stuff.
Yeah. Okay, another question. Is there something about the bed facing the door?
You know, there's all different forms. These are some good questions. Compass forms, I study just the basic form school. So it's really just all about the energy that's flowing in. So if you do have your feet toward the door, it's just a, I'd say again, powerful position to be in. No pun intended on that. But it's just, it's just the directional energy as it comes into the room. So when the energy comes into the room, you want the good energy to come towards you, in a sense, just like you do have a desk that you would want right as you can see right when you come into the door. So it's all the energy flow that comes in. So if it's over to the backside, the energy comes in and has to make a quick, you know, turn to get to you. So that's why it's really good energy to have that placement.
Okay, great. Let me see here. Are there certain scents that pertain to feng shui?
Oh yes, and that's a whole nother conversation. Yes, and elements. There's 5 elements. There are scents. There's so many different levels of feng shui, and be happy to talk to that person privately as well. Yeah.
Great. I think you're going to have a lot of conversation.
I know, really. That's why I love all the essential oils. Those are fabulous for feng shui.
Oh, maybe we need another session on that.
I know, really.
Here's a great question. If you have a room with more than one entrance, how do you best line up the map?
Very good question. And the way I would work with you, I would set the map as how you would first come in the morning or in the daylight, how you enter that room. Sometimes people come, there's a door from the outside coming into the kitchen, and then there's a door going up the stairs. It's how when you wake up and you walk into that room, that's where I would hold the Bagua Map and set it that way, and be in the inside doorway instead of the outside doorway. Does that make sense? Didn't probably explain that well, but yeah. So just think of, if you have two doors, which doorway do you come into that room first? In the first of in the morning hour, the daytime. Try that.
Great. We have some adoration here. Michael Burke says what I know many people are thinking. Your clients and friends miss you, Lynn. Glad you are doing well.
Oh, thank you, Michael.
And then we have some personal testimony here. Melanie Stevens shares that Lynn was so helpful to me a few years ago in guiding me in creating my own vision board. So many intentions and images have really come to fruition. It helped me visualize and guide me in how best to use my time based on what I want to bring into my life.
Oh, thank you, Melanie.
So are you available to, have you done any virtual consultations through
I
this?
have, and actually it's interesting. So I love just to walk into the room and feel the energy and, you know, see how it feels. But I have done several, so I'm all for that. Yes.
Great.
Yep.
Great.
The new
Well,
norm.
I'm sorry.
The new norm.
Yes, I know. As Lynn mentioned, she is going to share her Bagua map with us. So I will send you an email tomorrow and we'll include the map.
Yep.
We'll also include Lynn's contact information. So if you are interested in asking her more about this or perhaps doing a virtual walkthrough, she is available. So
Thank
thank
you.
you again, Lynn. This has been enlightening. And again, I hope we're bringing information and inspiration to the attendees of the call. Next week, we are taking a brain break ourselves. We are not going to be doing a brain break next week, but we will be back on Tuesday, June 30th with a phenomenal speaker. Amanda Joyner is the general manager of Ritz-Carlton in St. Louis. She was recently recognized as the general manager of the year for the Ritz-Carlton brand. She is well reputed in the industry, and she's going to share a little bit with us about what the hotels look like from an operational standpoint now. So please join us on the 30th. I will send out an invitation for that. And as I said last week, we really want these brain break sessions to be topics that you're interested in. So if there's something you want to learn more about, or if there's a speaker specifically that you'd like to hear, please let me know and I will do my best to bring them to you. Again, we didn't want to sit back during this time period and do nothing. So we hope we're bringing you a little bit of a break in your week. And we thank you all for giving us your precious time. We wish you a very good evening and lots of peace and prosperity. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you.